What's up guys, Vortex here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. We are back for our 8th episode of Cosmic Sky. As you guys can see, we have been making some moves here. So last video we went ahead and created, let me go back to the correct view here. Last video we created our automatic farm, so I'm not going to actually use it because quite honestly there's something that we're going to talk about today that has made it almost useless, chat. Made it almost useless. So we built that thing and now we're probably not even going to use it. So we'll talk about that here in a second. I also want to talk about, basically, if you guys look at my balance, I'm at $46 million. And I've had quite a few of you guys asking me how in the world I got so much money here on Cosmic Sky. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of those details today, show you guys a little bit how I did it. And then that way you guys can use the same kind of tricks. I'll show you guys the 3 best ways to make money here on Cosmic Sky. But before that, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update of what we've done to this point. So I do have $50 million almost, but there are quite a few things that I have bought. I can't show you guys, or I'm not going to really go up there right now, but this chest up here is a collection chest. It is picking up my beef. My raw beef. It's picking up from the spawner or the mob grinder over here, and then automatically cooking it. So we've got quite a bit here, and that's not even it, chat. We've been grinding grinding the beef, honestly, the last few days, trying to get us ready for some burnt smoked beef. So I've been working on that. Now I do want to show you guys something really quickly. If I go to the auction house, the AH here. There has been something that's been going on in the AH lately. Since the last loot box that came out, there's been an issue, chat. There's been a huge issue. Everything has gone up in price so much. These a couple of days ago were $30 million to get this recipe, but now it's $93 million. So it's gonna slow us down a little bit. We won't be able to get it just yet. The 2 recipes that I'm really looking at right now is, of course, burnt smoked beef, because quite honestly, we can actually create it right now. If we had the recipe, we'd be able to use it at this moment and create us a ton of burnt smoked beef. So we're still looking for that. We're gonna just try. I guess I've been going to the adventure quite a bit, trying to find this. This burnt smoked beef recipe is in the first adventure. However, it is very, very difficult to get. So we've been going into the adventure and trying to get that, but it's not looking good for that. So we're just going to continue grinding, continue moving forward. I did also create myself a little god set here. So I've been working on my armor for a little bit. We do have, a ton of great enchants on my armor. I wouldn't say it's a god set because, quite honestly, I don't have anything that's Prot 4. Now I do have some Prot 4 items, which I'm gonna go really quickly. I do have some Prot 4 in here, my chest plate, but the chest plate doesn't have overload. And as you guys can see, I have 4 extra hearts because of the overload here on my chest. So it's all good. I wanted to have Prot 4 on here, and I'll eventually upgrade to Prot 4 on all of my gear. But right now the Prot 3 is working just fine. So just to recap, we worked on a god set. We've started going to the adventure to try and get the burnt smoked beef recipe. We got a collection chest up here so that it automatically collects the raw beef and gives us the cooked beef, or the steaks. And then let's see. Also, since I've been going to the adventure, if I go to the AH, we can look at, so in order to repair my chain gear, I've got to have what are called chain armor repair scrolls, and these things are stupid expensive, chat. Like 400 and 500. I'm selling mine for 900,000. Honestly, they're gonna sell for that. It's 50% repair for like 400,000 or 500,000. Full repair for like 800,000 or 900,000. If I dropped it 800,000, it would sell really quickly. But basically, what I did instead of that is I just went ahead and upgraded to some blacksmith branded pets. I went ahead and bought 2 because I found them for like 5 million. So I've got 50 million in the balance, but I've also bought so many cool things, chat. I mean, I've been raking in the money. So we do have 2 blacksmith branded pets. Basically, what those do is those will As it says, it will fully repair your most damaged piece of equipped armor. So all I gotta do is put the armor on, use this pet, and it will fully repair my armor. So I've been grinding that. I've also been working on my pickaxes. Now, I've been using stone right now because it's quite honestly the best way to get the best pickaxe. Now, it does degrade pretty quickly, so I've got a bunch of stone repair scrolls. I've got some diamond repair scrolls, iron repair scrolls as well. But I've been stacking up on the stone because I've got really good pickaxes in stone, and then I've got really good swords in stone as well. So my pickaxe, the one that I've been using, is Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 2, Fortune 3, and 92% mending. So it absolutely destroys. I also picked this one up here, Diamond Pickaxe, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 2, and Fortune 2. I'll probably sell that eventually. I'm just waiting to get the best money out of it. I think I bought it for like 10 million. But I believe it's worth a ton more than that. So I think Efficiency 5 alone is like 14 million. Unbreaking 2 isn't as much, but Fortune 2 is like 10 million as well. So I'll probably look to get about 20 million or so out of it, but I'll hold off on that until I can get a decent I guess chunk of change for it. Now my swords, I've been working on a one-shot sword, something that will one-shot everything. I'm really looking towards zombies. Zombies is the next thing that I really want to one-shot. Now, if I use this now, I've got Sharpness 4, Smite 4, Bane 5, and then Unbreaking 2, and Danger Close 3. Now, Danger Close 3 is one of the newest and the better sockets that have come out. Basically, the closer you are to an entity or a mob, the more damage you do. So that one's huge. I've also got Sharpness 5. I can't decide exactly which one I want to put it on. I've got these two swords here. Both of them are... Or no, sorry, it's this one? No, this one. Both of these are Danger Close 3, so they the closer you get to mobs, the harder you hit them. So I don't know whether I want to put it on the Fire Aspect one or the one without Fire Aspect. I don't know if it matters to be a one-shot sword, so I'm kind of trying to figure that out before I make this Sharpness 5, depending on which one that I put it on. But I'll probably go ahead and put it on this one without Fire Aspect, just in case it does make a difference. But we'll see. If you guys know, make sure you guys drop them in a comment. Let me know that little piece of information in a comment if you will. But you know, I'm hoping that eventually when this is maxed out, I've got Smite 5, Sharpness 5 with Danger Close 3. I'm hoping it'll one-shot zombies, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Now, once I get to the point where I can dual wield, I'd imagine it most likely will. I'm gonna try to do Sharp 5. Smite 5, and then also use a strength potion or something. Hopefully that'll work. I haven't been able to play with it too much, but just as these are, if I go over here with the Danger Close, and I can already one-shot spiders, so that's not really a concern of mine. We're gonna be grinding spiders here in the near future, and right now we can already one-shot them, so not super worried about it. We're gonna have to grind a lot of diamonds before we can get to zombies anyways, but we'll definitely be working on our one-shot swords and seeing if we can get there before. So I believe that's all I wanted to talk about there. I'll be creating a zombie or a spider spawner here in the near future, but I just haven't done it yet. I also need to move up to, actually let's go ahead and do that now. So I've got a few things that I want to do right now before we go over how to make money here on Cosmic Sky. Let's see, I need to go to IS level. I actually need to upgrade my level, chat. Basically, I have so many cow spawners that I can't put any more in. I can get 250 now. I want to double that and make it 500 spawners, and then also it'll allow me to place observers and catch clownfish, and I have plenty of money. I have 47,000 or 47 million, so 5 million really isn't that huge a deal. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That way we can get our spawner levels up. I've been working on upping the amount of spawners that I have. I have an unbelievable amount of spawners, chat, and these things are just going super close, super cheap in the AH. So when I see something that's worth it, something that's way cheaper than what it should be, I just go ahead and pick it up. So I've got over a stack of chickens, over a stack of cows, 2 stacks of spiders, which we're gonna drop those down today, or in the near future once I create that spawner. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that. If I'm gonna do that off stream or off video or during a video, I'll try to figure that out. And if so, it'll probably be the next one. And then I've been working on zombies as well. Zombies and rabbits here. I have 42 zombie spawners. I'm a little bit early with those, but quite honestly, they've been going for super cheap right now. So I went ahead and picked up a bunch of those. I think they're like 250,000 per usually on the AH. So if I find them for that or less than that, I usually just grab them real quick. I believe these are going to go up, chat. There's no reason why these won't go up. I mean, zombie flesh is still worth so much, and it drops so well. So I haven't decided exactly. I really can't tell why zombie spawners are going down so far. But regardless, we're going to take advantage of it. We're going to pick up some zombie spawners while we can before it goes back up in price. And hey, who knows? It might go back up to like 2 or 3 million, and I've just made a ton of money off zombie spawners. So really, one of the biggest things about the server is just knowing what things are priced at, knowing what things are worth, and then when you find them for less, make sure you guys take advantage of that. Like I picked up this teleport pad for like $500,000 to $800,000 in the last couple days, and now if I go to the AH, and it's really just the first way to gain money on Cosmic Sky is just to know prices and check out the AH. So if I go over here to teleport pads, they're at 1.4 million, but earlier they were up to like $2 million each. So they've gone down a little bit more, but they've more than doubled in price since I picked it up. So I would say that's a pretty good investment. I don't know exactly when I'll use it, but I'm sure I will use it, chat. So another thing, I think that's pretty much it that I want to talk about before. There's one more big purchase that I want to make before we go into exactly how to make money here on Cosmic Sky. And if I go to IS upgrades, there's a thing called auto replant seeds. Now this is expensive. It's $25 million to do this, but it's pretty well worth it. So basically, it'll auto replant most fully grown crops when manually harvested. So as long as your crops are manually harvested, which is why we probably won't be using the auto farm in the near future. So as long as your crops are manually harvested, it'll replant most of them automatically. So no longer do I have to break everything down and then go back and replant. It'll automatically plant them. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up real quick. I mean, it was super expensive, chat. 25 million, but quite honestly, it's going to be worth it in the long run. From 42 million down to 17, but that's okay. We've been on that grind just for this exact reason. Now I'm going to go through here real quick and show you guys what this does. Now, these are all fully grown, so when I pick those up, oh shoot, well, as long as I don't mess up the ground. Alright, now that I've got this in my so when I pick these up, it automatically replants them back. I mean, this is probably one of the best things that has come out with this. I mean, this has been really good. I've been super pumped about this. Now, okay, so if I hit it twice, it messed it up. Okay, but regardless, this is huge. This is something that's really gonna help us out and really move us forward with our farms, honestly. So I'm gonna try to make sure I don't re-hit anything. It's a little bit difficult for me to do on video, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop out real quick. But we get so much from it, and it's super worth it. So I'm gonna throw these in here real quick, and then we're going to talk about, as I've been talking about so far, we're going to go through really quickly, and I'm going to give you guys some pointers on how to make money here on Cosmic Sky. There are 3 specific things that I do that make it totally worth it. So the first thing that I did, honestly, was I sold potatoes. Now, a lot of people will go and they'll cook the potatoes, and so if you don't cook the potatoes, you sell it by hand, you get $500 per. So if you do sell hand, you get $50 each. So each potato was $50. Now if I were to go ahead and cook those, each potato would be $100. So for a full stack of potatoes, if it's uncooked, it's $3,200. If it's cooked, it's $6,400. But if you look at this, if you go to the AH, chat, you can sell potatoes for so much more than that on the AH. I think it normally goes between 10 and 15,000. Sometimes you can get it like here for 25,000. So honestly, this is a huge thing. A lot of people would rather buy the stuff, especially once you get up to higher ranks. Would rather buy the stuff than farm it. So this allows you to go in there and do a ton of farming, and then go and sell them for much more than what you get if you just did sell hands. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on that and use that. So that's one of the huge things that I do, is just making sure you know on the to sell some of that stuff there. Now some of the stuff isn't nearly as worth it, but that's going to be kind of up to you guys depending on what you guys want to sell this way, and then what you guys want to do is just sell hand on. Another thing, so the farms is one, and the auto mob grinder. I mean, you got to do this here. You got to do this here. There's so much stuff that just gets caught in here, and you can just sell it. So I'm not going to do that right now for the sake of time. But all this cooked steak, all the cooked rabbit, cooked chicken, you can sell all that. You can sell all the eggs. You can sell the leather. Everything here is able to be sold. So make sure you guys set up something like this so that you guys just get, honestly, as it sits here, as I AFK, I just get free loot. So that's huge. So the first thing that we talked about is farming and auto mob drops. Now those aren't the most important things, but those are exactly how I got started and how I would recommend starting. You know, you're not going to have a ton of money to buy stuff off the AH right now. So definitely starting out, you want to do some farming, and potatoes are what I would recommend. And then you also want to get an auto mob grinder once that time comes. Once you have the money to create one, I would definitely do that. Now that is just that's the first way. Now the second way is just to hold on one second. I've got it all written down. So the second way, and I would say this is probably the second best way, is to go, if you look at this. So if you go to ASRock, I go to Trembo, but there are so many different places that you can go to that just have places set up for you to go. And I mean, I can honestly, I should have brought a pickaxe with me. Let me go back home real quick. Let me grab a pickaxe. There's so many places where people who are so much farther than you, they will set up places where you can go and just farm. So if I go back to this place, so where I got all of my coal is I just came in here and farmed it. So you can come in here and just basically farm your own coal, farm as much iron as you want, all that kind of stuff, all here for free. So people have set this up for people to use. It's like a public grinder or a public resource. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. I don't see nearly enough people in here using this, so make sure you guys check those out. There are a ton of different ones you can use. You don't have to use this guy, Trimbo. I saw this in a video and I thought it was absolutely awesome. So and this is pretty much it, man. You can just come through here. You can get as much coal as you want, as much iron as you want, and it's just absolutely free. So and then if you look at the AH, if you go to the AH, coal is selling for 75,000. So you can come in here and grind coal and then sell it for about 70. I usually sell for about 60,000. So between $60,000 and $75,000 you can sell a stack of coal. So, and just being in here for like 10, maybe a minute, I got a stack and a half pretty much. So now I've got a Fortune 3 pickaxe, so I'm gonna pick them up a little bit quicker than you guys will at first. But it's definitely just a grind. You gotta grind it out, and it'll get more and more worth it as you go. So the first way was farming and auto mob drops. The second way is free warps, man. If people are gonna set them up and allow you to use them, definitely take advantage of it. So warping to somebody else's island that has a free set of nodes, a free area, make sure you guys definitely take advantage of that. Honestly, it's one of the coolest things that I've seen here on the server, and one of the things that's really helped me out pretty well. Now the third thing, once you have money in Cosmic Sky, you'll notice, and you've got to be able to see patterns. But on the AH, there are a ton of different items, and it's exactly the same way that I saw that potatoes were going for a little bit more. So you kind of got to keep an eye out for what things are priced at, and then really just noticing what sells well and what doesn't. Now, potatoes are the one thing that I will tell you guys, but you guys will have to figure it out on your own exactly what sells well. Potatoes and carrots are huge. Now, carrots, they don't normally go for 5.5 million. They go for about 15,000. So potatoes and carrots both go for about 10 to 15,000. But that's so much more than what you can do if you just sell hands. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. And then just keep an eye out on the AH, man. There's a lot of stuff on here that if you're paying attention, you'll get it for a lot cheaper than what it actually goes for. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. Now I'm waiting to see. I really want to see one of these recipes that I need on here. But quite honestly, it's just not going to happen. Nobody's going to sell it for super cheap, and honestly, I wouldn't either. So that's pretty much it. The three best ways to make money here on Cosmic Sky. I'm going to repeat one more time, and that is farming and auto mob drops to get started. And then I would go to the IS warps to make sure you guys take advantage of that. That is the second way. And the third way is just getting to know the AH, the auction house. Make sure you guys know that front to back, know what things sell for. That way you can pick stuff up when it's cheap and then sell it for regular price. So that's the biggest thing that I've done to progress here in Cosmic Sky, and I think that I've done a fairly good job at it. I can't wait to actually get this farming down and work on that a little bit more. Honestly, that is huge. I'm super glad they added it. I got to figure out how to do it without messing up the crops that I just planted. So it'll probably take me a little while to learn it, but I'm pretty excited. Pretty darn excited for this. Alright, that is going to be it. I'm going to sit here and grind some more here on Cosmic Sky. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys drop them below here in the comments of this video. And then make sure you guys, if you haven't seen the videos prior to this, the first 7 videos in this series, make sure you guys go check those out. And then if you guys did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. You guys can follow me on Twitch and Twitter as well. I do a lot of stuff on there, and then I also have a Discord channel in the description of this video as well. So make sure you guys check all that stuff out. If you guys want to chat with me, want to ask questions, anything like that, make sure you guys hit me up in those places. But that's going to be it for this video. You guys have a wonderful night. Be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, fam.